actually been dancing a ton of times since I last posted anything about it, and I may post it. But anyway, there's always this chick. She takes pictures at all the things, and I always manage to duck her. And you can tell because in all the pictures she catches of me, I'm doing this, or I'm doing this, or I'm doing this. It can be in mid-dance, and she can't. She's not gonna get a good picture of me. When my sister and I were out having girls' night out, well, she happened to be there, of course. So she's gonna get her, you know, celebrity pictures in. So she got those in, whatever. That's good, that's cool, that's beautiful. And we had a blast. Let me tell you, it was good times. Good times on the home front. So what had happened was I didn't dance the whole night because, you know, like I said, I was, you know, spending time with the ladies. And toward the end of the night, one of the guys, I'd seen him in there earlier, so I actually figured he would come ask me to dance sooner, but he just waited till he was leaving. So before he left, he came over and asked me to dance. Sure, I will, because he always, like I said, he always removes his hat. He's always a gentleman when he asks me to dance. So we went to go dance, and who was out with her camera? You know, getting clip shots of the century. So she's, you know, I'm ducking it very gracefully, but acting like I'm not. But it just so happens that every time she snapped, boom, 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 boom. So what she did is used all the experience that she could muster, and she waited until the guy spun me around and had both of my hands backwards, and I couldn't cover my face, and she snapped that picture. As soon as I got home, I was like, I told Creaky, I said, I think she got me. Because every time I run into the situation where it seemed like she's trying to get pictures and I happen to be on the dance floor, or she's taking a picture and it just happens to be by my table, you know, I can smell a camera and or flash from a mile away. But so she caught me with both hands like this, couldn't do it. So I told Creaky, I said, I think she got me. I think she got me. Because she posted pictures just days later, so you can go and check out the pictures. I don't know that she know I know that, but whatever. So I went to check out the pictures. Anyway, good move, old girl. Good move. Because that's the only way you're going to get me. That's the only way you're going to get me. I don't know you like that. I don't know you like that. All I know about you is you calling a bunch of people king this and queen that are not worthy of a royal title. King such and such and queen such and such. And a bunch of wannabe pimps and hoes who should be retired from pimping and hoeing. Anyway, I've been dancing several times since then. But the last time that I went dancing, I just want to throw out there to y'all that I ran into red shoes. I told y'all about red shoes in this video. So, red shoes was there. So I went into this I have been to before, but they moved the location. So the place has the same name, but it's not in the same location. It's in a different place. So this was my first time at this version of that place. So and this is, you know, it's kind of a small bar, like whatever, cool. So I went in and I paid my, you know, too much price cover to get in, which I told you I don't never mind doing, because you potentially have to have a conversation with someone to get advance tickets, and I'd rather pay the extra money than have a conversation with, you know, with Boo Boo the Fool. So I pay my little money. I go in and I find a little corner on the bar, at the bar. Problem with my little corner at the bar is right behind me was the photographer. Right. So I eased up a few more seats. And I saw one dude eyeballing me the whole time. I never saw him on the dance floor. He was eyeballing me while I was eyeballing the dance floor. And, you know, I mind my own business. I don't have conversations with people. And for the record, this was the worst DJ ever. This was the worst stepping DJ I've ever encountered in my whole entire life ever. Like, he was horrible. I'll get into that after I tell you about my dancing escapades with Red Shoes. So Red Shoes, sure enough, he spots me. I don't even know if he recognized me as the same female that he ran into that one night, but he came over and said, just like a gentleman, may I have this dance? And he treats every female this way. I mean, this is what a gentleman does. Sure, I'm gonna dance with Red Shoes, you know, even though he kind of dances crazy, does his own little thing. He's an old dude, does some crazy stuff, but I don't even care because he carries himself like a gentleman. It's not, and I want to acknowledge it. I'm liable to send him a drink, you know, and the next time I see him, I'm sending him a drink. So anyway, we dance. And he does his thing, and I'm feeling the dance floor. I know when people see me dance, they probably be like, "Oh, she high. She is so high." I just feel the music, and if it's a good dance, and I'm dancing with someone who has some sense, I just enjoy the dance, and I'd be smothered in the groove. I just get smothered in it. So we're dancing, grooving, whatever. So he may or may not at the end of the day. He did the first time. The second time we danced not so much because I think I seemed like I was ready to go sit down, and I was. But I just like dancing with him because of the way he carries himself. But so anyway, you know, he held on to my hand like, "You want to go again?" Sure. So we went again, and sure enough, true to character, Red Shoes is gonna escort you back to your table just where he found you. Like, and I didn't really think about it, but he actually escorts you to the dance floor too. If he asks you to dance and you say yes, he will hold you by the wrist and elbow, escorting you. Not like arm in arm, but he will escort, like grabbing your arm, like almost all but carrying you to the dance floor. And when he gets done dancing with you, he's gonna all but carry you up the stairs to your seat until you sit down and you are safe and secure. And then he's gonna go on about his business. You just see the back of his head after that. That's all you see. And you just like, well, you are. I'm used to gentlemen. But a woman that's not used to that, because he not looking for anything else. Which is why I wouldn't mind giving him some personal social attention. Because he's not looking for anything else. He's just being a gentleman to a lady. So, but an average female would probably be like, "Who was that masked man? Who was that?" And he gone. He's gone. So anyway, I danced with Red Shoes a couple of times. And he came over. And he said, "What are you drinking?" No, what he really said was, "Don't do this, fellas." If you have to ask this question, then you cannot afford to buy that lady a drink, so don't ask this. So he was like, "How much does that drink cost you drinking?" How much that drink cost? So I was like, you know, don't worry about it. I'm good. Thank you, though. I really appreciate it, right? So he said, "The next one is on me." And I was like, okay. All right. So he left. He doesn't linger. He doesn't linger too long. Or if he does, he just has something to say. He says it and moves on. So he left. And then I saw him at the other side of the bar. And I know he was trying to see if I was getting another drink. But I wanted to wait till he left and I was going to get another drink. Because, you know, I don't worry about it. My thinking is, if you need to ask me how much what I'm drinking costs, then you know, just don't do it. It's okay. It's okay because you've done everything else that a gentleman should do. You know, so that's good. So I waited till he left, of course. And then when he came back, he saw that I had my drink, so he brought his all happy self around there by me again. And he was like, "You got another drink? I told you I was going to get that drink." Oh, he was up in arms that I got my other drink without letting him pay for it. That was just the sweetest thing. And I was like, "No, it's okay." I was like, I'm good. I said I was just ready for one. And he's like, "Well, if you now told you where I was, if you need me, I'm back there behind that speaker, and I'm sitting at the table." I knew where he was, you know. But I said, okay. You know, people all the time are passing out flyers. I told you how I feel about flyers, and it's like physical spam. So everybody's busy physical spamming you. So I'm saying no thank you left and right, because I'm just seeing how that pans out. You know, usually I just take the thing and I throw it clear across the bar. Because did I tell you I want that? No. Did you put it in my hand as if you've been trained to just stick it in somebody's hand so they will read it, to force them to read it? Yes, you have. So what I will do is throw the thing across. Sometimes, no, not sometimes anymore. I stopped that. But originally, I would actually tear the thing in half. You just wasted your printing paper and business card stock and color ink on me of your own choosing. I didn't ask you for that. So anyway, so people passing me flyers and carrying on and stuff. So who comes up but Red Shoes and says, and hands me something and says what I think is a flyer, and says, if you can make it. And he just walks away. And so I get ready to throw it, you know, and then I just, you know, I take it down a notch. I say, he's always been a gentleman in every instance. Consistently. Do you really want to do him this way? Yes, I do, but I didn't. So what I did was looked at it to see what, because the reality is there are very few gentlemen, and I don't get to dance a whole lot all the time, or if I do, it's with the same people, which is cool. But you know, why not add another guy that I like to dance with, especially when he carries himself as such? So if it is a flyer, maybe I want to be where he's going to be dancing, so that he can ask me to dance every now and then. So and keep in mind, I grab the thing and I look at it. Yeah. The flyers are usually bigger than this, which also sparked my interest, because I was like, this sure is a tiny little flyer. This dude, done got to get me a ticket. Admit one. This dude went to one of these people throwing this set and bought a ticket for me to attend the next event so that he could dance with me if I should so happen to show up. If I don't, cool. If I do, he's going to ask me to dance. You little boys, take note. That is old school chivalry. You little boys, take note to how men carry out the interacting of social networking with ladies. I'm kind of spoiled because I always see it with Cricky, but you know, it blows my mind to go outside of my own home and see it in one of these other rare guys, because I know they exist. I've always said, even before Cricky, I used to say, just because gentlemen are rare doesn't mean they don't exist. They're extinct. That was my exact quote. Just because they're rare doesn't mean they're extinct. And if there are only 2 left, God means one of them to be with me. And it's not going to be an easy ride for him. But he's a man. And men, what? I'm not a big, tumultuous, complicated deal to men. Well, I am, but they're like, whatever. Because she's worth it. She's worth it.